My name is Sam Max. I am a playwright with Soarkamp, and I'm reading from my play PIDOR and the Wolf. In this section, which is called Chapter 6, I am reading in the voice of Peter's wife. I'm going to use a machine to change my voice because I think she
sounds like this.
Okay.
Here we go. Chapter 6. Back behind the gate and under the sheets. She finished frosting the second cake. She counted the steps as she climbed them. 1 step for each time she asked if Peter would ever fix the rotting floorboards of their snow-soaked home. Sometimes she swore she saw a snowflake enter their bedroom from where the wall met the ceiling. In reality, it was probably a paint chip. The house was ready to fall down around her. Peter's wife lay awake in bed. In her mind, she rehearsed the positions she and her husband had slept in since they had gotten married. Variation 1, before Peter's son was born, was Peter cradling her, his stomach pressed to her back, their 2 hearts beating on the same dimensional plane but in their own rhythms. Variation 2, during the pregnancy, was Peter on his back and her breathing heavily on her side, the couple's toes touching. Variation 3, which immediately followed the birth of their son, was Peter's wife curled up at the bottom of the bed, and Peter spread out across both pillows. Variations 4 through 7, when they shared a bed at all, took place in sporadic spurts over the first 8 years of Peter's son's life. They were as follows. 4. Peter on his laptop while Peter's wife snored beside him. 5. Peter's wife watching Peter sleep, like a rodent. 6. Peter alone. And 7. Peter's wife alone. Variation 7 had become the most frequent. The nights began with Peter on his laptop and ended with Peter's wife, alone, masturbating to the thought of Peter anally penetrating her. In her mind, she scored out the sleeping variations to music, miming the fingerings on herself beneath the covers. Just then, a call from the floorboards above.
Hello?
I had nearly brought myself to orgasm. I had wet the bed.
Mom?
Fuck. Shit. Go to sleep.
I can't.
Try.
I can't. I'm hungry for cake.
Just try lying there.
I think I have insomnia.
Okay.
Will I die
Yes.
from insomnia?
Yes. You will die from insomnia. I will die from cigarettes. It's how it's always happening. All the time.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. And then she put her hand beneath the sheets again, but she couldn't finish. She tried thinking of Peter embracing her, then pushing her around, then flaying her legs open like a chicken. Nothing happened. She was enormously frustrated. She tossed off the sheet. She got up. She sat naked in an old splintering chair. She did not move for some time. Something had changed. Suddenly she was a fly stuck to a gossamer web. Her mind hinged and unhinged and hinged again. It was imperceptible as the ice shifting in an abandoned glass of water as it melted. She went to the window. She opened it. The snow came in. It softened against her chest. Or maybe snow was flecks of paint from dissolving walls. She couldn't tell. Either way, it was a deluge. It was a deluge, and it entered the house Peter didn't repair. She let her eye-beams go. Once she had slept with a stranger for cash to reinforce a floorboard that had gotten especially bad. Peter had left for the night, and while she fucked the stranger in their marriage bed, the floorboard she intended on fixing squeaked relentlessly beneath the foot of the bed. Into the room, and over her body, the cold made her sharp. But still she could only think of Peter. Peter hard. Peter flaccid. Peter smiling. Peter alone. Peter's arms. The small thumping at his core. He was missing. She knew why. She lit an orange-tipped cigarette. She smoked it. She closed the window.